back to my channel. If this is your first time watching, thank you so much for clicking on this video. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. So if you have not already, make sure you subscribe and, like, comment, do all of that stuff so that we can run these numbers up, okay? Thank you.
That we can run these numbers up, okay? Thank you. Okay.
I want to talk about why it's so important to protect your energy, and to not only that, to listen to your spirit. Some people say intuition, some people say some people call it intuition, some people call it sixth sense. I believe it's your spirit, because the spirit is all knowing. I believe it's the Holy Spirit who lets you know, who gives you that unction. So I'm not going to get into nothing like crazy, like scary. I want to say, when it comes to dating, I feel like whenever you're dating somebody, look, ladies, we all have our vision and our dreams of what we feel like this potential suitor could be, what it could turn into, marriage and love and all of that good stuff that comes. But sometimes it's not that. And I believe that if we pay attention to all of the signs in the beginning, we would save ourselves so much wasted time. Like, I don't even want to say heartache and pain, because I don't think it all turns into heartache and pain, but wasted time. Like, there's always a sign. And I'm not even talking about the way, the other person is moving. I'm talking about in your spirit. You will know. You always know. You always know if you pay attention. Because I will say, if you feel like, because I know some people are going to be like, oh, well, I thought I was listening to my spirit, and I felt like my spirit was telling me this was the one, and he just was not. Then I would say, pray for discernment. Discernment is so important. It's so important to have a spirit of discernment and to ask for an increase in the spirit of discernment, because it will not fail you. Your discernment, spiritual discernment, is so key in going through this life, and not even with dating, but with people in general, women that you deal with, men that are coming into your life, family members, even sometimes, who, may not have your best interest at heart. The spirit of discernment will let you know all that. That's why it's so important to listen to your spirit. Back to dating, there's always a sign. I feel like some things as women, we just know. You just know. Like, you'll meet somebody. I know I've dated somebody in the past, and I knew that this was not my husband. Yet I kept dating him. But I remember even having like conversations, and I would be like, that's not my husband. I just know it's not my husband. Like, I just don't feel it. Like, I think sometimes we want that to be different. We hope that it'll change just out of loneliness or boredom. You want something to do sometimes, but ultimately it just leads to nothing. So it's like fruitless time. Like, you could have spent that time doing other things, focusing on yourself, focusing on your goals, and not feeling moments and seasons of boredom with empty relationships. It's like, did I just waste my time when I knew all along that my spirit was telling me that this was not the person for me? And then on the contrary, you can be going through a situation with somebody who you really like, and right now y'all are on pause for whatever reason, and you just know in your spirit that, this is your person. Like, no matter how it looks right now, you have a knowing. So that knowing should give you peace that everything that is meant to be will be. And you don't have to worry or stress about it. It just gives you more time to enjoy being single, because being single is a beautiful thing. And I feel like I'm kind of everywhere with this video, but that's okay, because I'm just gonna let it flow. I'm just gonna, speak what's on my mind. And being single is a beautiful thing. Like, it's kind of a rant, but it's all good. It's still good stuff in here. It's good nuggets to carry with you. But enjoy your single time. Like, yes, your spirit may be telling you that that's your husband. Yes, your spirit may be telling you that that's not your husband. Don't force anything. Don't force conversations. Don't force time spent together. Don't force it, because what's meant to be will be. And that's what I've learned. And I know I'm kind of ranting, but this is kind of like a release for me too. Just to say that um, what's for you is for you. I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that in relationships. I believe that when it comes to careers, businesses. Yes, you have to do your part, but if it's for you and you do your part and you leave everything in God's hands, then it's going to be yours. So there's no reason not to stress. There's no reason to ignore your spirit. There's no reason not to um, listen to your gut in certain situations, because if you listen to your gut, I wholeheartedly believe it will never lead you astray. We have an all-knowing entity within us. So if you believe that, then there's nothing that you will be oblivious to if you walk in that. And I think it's so important for us to know that, like, we are not out here alone. You have your intuition, you have your spirit, whatever you want to call it, to lead you and to guide you. So that's just a little bit of that. I feel like I got my main point across, even though I started talking out on dating and listening to your spirit. I think ultimately it led to not just dating, but in general, listen to your spirit. Um, there's a guide for you, and it'll never leave you astray, whether it comes to a relationship or any aspect of your life. So thank you so much for listening. Um, I feel like I can go so much deeper with that, but I'm going to pause there and, just kind of, I hope everyone is able to absorb a little bit of what I was talking about. I hope it made sense, so to speak. But that's all for today. Once again, thank you so much for watching. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. So, do me a big favor and subscribe and turn your notification buttons on, okay? Have a blessed and beautiful night.